Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for a new speed build video, and this time we're going to be doing a starter home in the world of Oasis Springs. Now, this is going to be an official starter home, so it will be under 20,000. I think its total cost that it comes out to is just about 19,870 something. I think it's just about around there that it comes out to, but it's just a basic kind of square house, and as you guys can see, there's a little outlet in the front of it. That is because, as you will see later, I tried to do some more details and try to add a little bit more pizzazz into my actual speed builds. So I went ahead and tried to make like a design on the front side of it, of the actual house. But as you guys can see right here, I'm adding some walls in, making it a little bit bigger because I needed to add the bedroom. And then I realized when I first was gonna build it that I needed more room for the living room itself too. So I think later on I go ahead and expand it out one more block out to make it like an indent where that door I just placed. There should be an indent later on so it covers up when I put the roof on. But right now we're just flying through, a little nauseating, but we're just changing the colors, moving the door around, trying to make it work a little bit better. But right there, we just added a room. That's going to be our bathroom for the house. And this house can actually hold up to 2 Sims. So you can actually have 2 like starting out Sims, making their family for the first time. But right now, we're going ahead and changing out the windows. I didn't really like those ones. I thought they like sat up too high compared to the doors. So I went ahead and got these bigger windows, and I go ahead and recolor them all to be, I think it's the brown on the inside and the white on the outside. We just go ahead and redo all of the windows at the house. And we are doing this video 3 times the speed, so it is speed 3 right now. I did originally have it at 2.5 because it only took me probably 36 minutes, I think, to put this whole household together. So I went ahead and actually tried to do it like a little bit to make it a little longer, but I was like, you know what, who cares? Speed 3 just seems better for speed build, so I went ahead and did that one and made it just making it a 10-minute video because I think that's about as long as it's going to come out to. But we're right here adding in the roofs a little bit. Now this is where I wanted to add a little bit more depth to it. I mean, there really wasn't a lot I could actually do with the roofing because I didn't want the roofs to be that high, but I also didn't want it to be like that low instead. So I went ahead and actually just made like a pillar all the way up, all the way to the top, and it's actually going to stay like that, so it's not going to change at all. But we're redoing the roof a little bit, just changing that one to match that pillar to make it seem like it flows a little bit more with that area. But that's basically what the outline is. We did a lighter rooftop coloring because of the being in the town of Oasis Springs, so I went ahead and did that. And here we are adding the porch, raised the foundation up, I think 2 or 3 levels. That's me trying to figure out what I was pressing my buttons for and exiting the game. But we did a front patio, and then we did a back, basically kind of like a back patio, but kind of really just really an area to walk out to, a deck kind of walk onto to get to the backyard. I mean, there's literally nothing in the backyard, you guys. It's just like worn out dirt, as you'll see when I do the terrain later. But there's really nothing outside, and there's only 2 plants on the outside. I mean, it is a starter home, so there's not going to be hardcore amounts of like kid stuff and everything in the house, so don't look forward to really anything coming out in the backyard. But here we are just adding in the stairs. We did a nice brick. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I wanted a pillar right here. Like I couldn't figure out how I could get it to stick out of the wall more, so I ended up getting rid of it later on. Yeah, I think I got rid of it right there. But I tried using move objects to use it, but it didn't really work, so I went ahead and turned those back off so I didn't mess with them. Anything else I put into the house to make sure it was an actual usable household. Well, here we are just adding some tiling out to the outside and the back. I think we change it one more time. Do we keep the orange? Yeah, I'm guessing we keep the orange, but here we are just adding the flooring on the inside. I split it up. I did the wood on the outside. I think I did carpet in the living room, and then I did a linoleum, I think it was, or did I do masonry? I think I did a masonry on the inside, and then linoleum in the actual bathroom, and then carpet in the bedroom and the living room. Here I am trying to like add this whole space because I wanted to use that little indent included in the actual living room, so I went ahead and just tried to do something with the carpet to make it seem like it worked, but it didn't really work out, so we just squared it off right there. I think we do something fancy right there just to make the flow of the rooms come easier. I thought about cutting off that little indent originally to actually go ahead and go ahead and make it like a chimney or anything, but as you guys just saw, I went ahead and expanded the room out a little bit more, just to see, make more room for the living room, because I felt like it was kind of empty. But coming to think about it, when I think about the end result, I probably could have left the living room exactly how it was without having to change it. But here we are starting to furnish the house a little bit more. We expanded the room out a little more. See, and especially with that, I mean, I don't really think there was any reason to actually expand out that living room, come to think of it. But we're just furnishing, keeping it like a brown tannish theme in the bedroom, just with a double bed, a box of tissues, some decor items. I think we added 2 paintings, and then the men's shirt. I mean, it's typically designed for like a single man. I mean, because that's what I play with when I play for a starter home. But I mean, you can always buy it and change it and do whatever you guys want to with it. Here we go, adding 2 of these paintings, just 2 different colored walls. I go ahead and make them smaller later on. And moving into the living room, we added a fireplace, which I ended up getting rid of because I felt like it'd be too much money, because it is a starter home, so we really can't do too much fancy stuff with it. So here we are resizing the paintings. So I end up getting rid of that fireplace later on. I think we're done with the bedroom. I don't think I add really anything else except for lights when we start. Yeah, we're doing lights right now. I originally wanted to do all these lights all the way through the house, but I ended up deciding adding in some wall lights, because if you guys can see on the actual walls, like half of the wall isn't even lit up. So I went ahead and just did a bunch of these. I think I did those in the bedroom. And then I went ahead and did the larger ones, if you see like 3 spots over from those. The typical larger ones that a lot of people use. But it just bothered me seeing me moving it right there, trying to figure out how I could actually get the light to pick up on that wall, but it never did. So I went ahead and just used some of these wall lights to go ahead and add it in, and got rid of as much of the hanging ones as I could. So basically all I ended up using is just that one for like the dining room basic area. Otherwise, the lights actually went ahead and fully took care of everything for me. But here we are adding the furniture in. I originally wanted to do 2 couches, but then with the area, since it was like an awkward kind of shaped area, there really wasn't much I could do. I wanted to do like a sitting area, and here I go going through the world because I accidentally switched out of the mode. I mean, I guess I could have cut that out of the video, but oh well. But back to the house. Here we are just adding a decor table, and we're going to add a stereo here in a minute. We're just trying to find decor items to fit on here just to make it a little more, little accent the room a little bit more. And here we are putting move objects back on to go ahead and raise it. And if you guys do not know, you can raise items by hitting the 9 button. Like if you hold shift and then the parenthesis, like the parenthesis for the 9 key, you can actually go ahead and raise stuff and then use 0 to lower stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys all knew that, but if not, that is the tip for you. Here we go, adding in the TV. Just putting a TV stand, and of course we're gonna large up the TV because it's so small. I don't like having the small TVs, and for cheap and being able to actually make the stuff bigger, why not do it? I mean, when you download the house, the TV will obviously go back to its lower size, but I mean, you can always just resize it up. It's really a simple fix. And here we are just adding a little bit of decor just to make it seem like a little more lived in of a room. And right now we're going to start rearranging literally everything, because I could not find a setup that I actually liked for the living room. And for some reason, I could not find one way of putting it, but I think we don't change it much farther than this. I think we just flip everything back around, yeah. And put the seating area down there. I mean, that's basically all we needed. We don't need any much more. But moving on to the bathroom, we're just adding in the necessities, a basic shower, basic bath, and I think not the basic, but the next step up for a bathroom, or for a sink, and just made them all black to matchy all together. But here we are, just moving on into the kitchen, adding some counters. Now this is where I was getting worried, because I know with the kitchen it like racks up your money for the lot value. So I was really worried on how much I could really add into it, but I ended up doing a lot to this actual house. I added the fire alarm, I did a sink, I added a microwave. Like, I added some necessities that you don't normally get in a starter home. But you got a table. We're already at 18,000. We don't get much more than this, but here we're just rearranging the house a little bit, just putting the table in the actual like kitchen. Here we are doing the walls. Gave it the kitchen like a little accent, and then the rest of the house should all be the same color wall. I think it was a light gray, or is it dark gray? Yeah, I think, oh, it's a light tan color. It's a really nice color, but the rest of the house will all be just this one color, and we should be wrapping it up here in just about a minute and a half, and then we'll go into the screenshots, and I'll leave you guys off right before that. But just putting in the last minute things to make the room feel, just the decor items makes the rooms feel a little more filled in. So we just added all of this stuff, and now we're going to go ahead and do the outside walls. And I think all we have to really do is the outside and then the landscape, and that should be just about it. But here we are just adding, we did just the one brick all the way across because I thought it was a nice, just a detail touch to it. I mean, I guess I could have moved that window over since I redid that room. I mean, come to think of it, I should have moved it over, but here we are just filling in the rest of the walls. I think we go ahead and add the stairs in the back. Well, right now we're doing the foundation ones. I think we choose a different one to match the stairs as much as possible. No, I think it was, we did it to match the accent, like huge pillar wall on the house. So we made it match with that, and then the wall trimmings will all be the same. We'll do the roof in a minute, but all the trimmings should all be that dark brown color. And as of right now, we're at 19,587. So we are just over, and here we are doing some terrain painting. That one didn't really work out too well. So what I went ahead and did, I softened up the brush a little bit, added the bigger one, and just lightly went over all of the room just to make it look a little more lived in and not really taken care of, because I mean, it is a starter home, so it's not going to be in the best shape. But here we are just adding the landscape, and that should be just about it. Moving the mailbox around, I think I did. Did I? Yeah, we should be moving the mailbox. I don't know. Pretty sure. And here we go. Just before we forgot, we actually did put trash cans. I watched the Sim Supply a lot, and I know he doesn't always add the trash cans, but I made sure I did that. But that should be it. We should be going into the screenshots right about now. So if you guys did like this speed build video and you guys are excited to see more or want to see more on my channel, go ahead and leave a like on this video. And if you guys are new to my channel or you've seen a couple of my other videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below as well, because that means the whole world to me. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.